The whispering mirror in a small forgotten village nestled among the misty hills, there lived a girl named Eliza who discovered an old mirror in the attic of her grandmother's house. It was tall, framed in silver, with strange symbols etched along the edges, ones no one could understand. That night, as she gazed into the mirror, her reflection began to move on its own. It didn't blink when she did, it smiled when she frowned. Then it whispered, "Eliza, come closer." Though her heart pounded, she couldn't look away. The reflection leaned forward and whispered secrets terrible ones. It told her things no one else could know. It promised power, safety, love, but only if she let it in. She didn't sleep that night, and by morning, her grandmother found the mirror shattered on the floor, no sign of Eliza anywhere. Only a faint whisper lingering in the room. "Let me out." Eliza hadn't vanished, not entirely. She awoke in a dim, frost-covered room, not her grandmother's house, but something older and colder. The walls were mirrors, each one reflecting a different version of herself. Angry, joyful, weeping, hollow-eyed. The air hummed with whispers like distant wind through trees, and the voice the same one from the night before called again. "Eliza ... now you see." One mirror shimmered and opened like a doorway. Behind it stood a girl, identical to her in every way, but her smile was too wide. Her eyes too calm. "I'm the you who obeyed." I let him in. The voice was not hers. It was ancient and hungry. The mirror girl extended a hand. "You can return, but you must choose. Leave the mirror behind or become part of it forever." Eliza hesitated. Outside, her grandmother was still searching, calling her name through the ruins of the attic, but Eliza could hear something else. A heartbeat. Her own or the mirror's? She reached toward the mirror girl's hand. "Would you like to continue the tale? We could discover what happens if Eliza escapes, or what she finds if she Eliza's fingertips brushed the mirror girl's hand, ice cold, yet pulsing with something alive. The world spun. She found herself back in her grandmother's attic. The mirror was whole again, gleaming in the pale morning light, but something had changed. Her reflection smiled faintly, always a heartbeat behind her movements. And the whispers, they never truly left. Days passed. Eliza felt more powerful. Strange things happened when she wished them to. A broken vase mended with a glance. Her teacher forgot she hadn't turned in her homework. She could even sense people's secrets just by watching their eyes. But with each whisper came a hunger. It whispered names. Bring me Clara, then Jacob, then her grandmother. She resisted until the mirror grew angry. It cracked not glass, but reality itself. At night, shadowy hands pressed against the inside of the mirror, desperate to break through. Her reflection began to speak in voices not her own. One stormy evening, her grandmother entered the attic and saw Eliza standing before the mirror, pale and trembling. "Eliza, what have you done?" The mirror gleamed, and for a moment, it reflected to Eliza's. One screamed, the other smiled. Thunder roared. There was only silence. Weeks passed since the storm. Eliza was different. Her eyes held too much silence. Her smile came too easily. Only her grandmother noticed the subtle change, that Eliza never cast a shadow near the mirror, that her footsteps never echoed upstairs. One night, the old woman gathered her courage and returned to the attic. The mirror stood tall and flawless. As she approached, it shimmered and showed not her reflection, but a scene she had never witnessed. A girl, pale and trembling, trapped in glass, screaming without sound. "Eliza," the mirror pulsed. A whisper slid through the room like smoke. "She chose. Now you choose." The grandmother didn't flinch. She raised a hand to the mirror and spoke softly. "You've taken enough." The whisper laughed. Cracks webbed across the glass. A howl erupted, not of wind, but of souls denied their feast. With sudden force, the mirror exploded. Dust, shards, silence. And from the wreckage, Eliza emerged, eyes wide, breathing, herself. They held each other for a long time, but deep within the splinters scattered across the floor, one shard still shimmered and whispered, waiting. Years slipped by. The house grew silent, wrapped in ivy and rumors. Children dared each other to peek into the attic window. Some claimed they heard a voice calling them by name. Others swore they saw a silver glint beneath the floorboards. Then one day, a boy named Luca moved into the village. Adventurous, curious, and just reckless enough. He found the shattered attic and the dust-covered mirror shard still shimmering faintly in the moonlight. As he lifted it, the whisper returned. "Hello, Luca." Suddenly, the air tightened. Shadows bent toward him. The shard pulsed in his palm like a heartbeat that wasn't his. He ran. But at home, every reflection looked wrong, smiling to late, eyes to deep. He tried to throw the shard away, bury it, burn it, but it always came back, on his desk, in his backpack. Under his pillow, the whispers grew louder, and the mirror began to mend. Piece by piece, waiting to be whole again, waiting for someone to let it in.